Do you guys want to play Diablo Immortal? I got some money from the bank, and I've got a lighter somewhere. We're going to be able to light some money on fire. My experience and final thoughts with Diablo Immortal.
Hi everyone, it's Rax. I wanted to bring you a video summarizing my final thoughts on Diablo Immortal, because I think I may be ending my playing career in this game.
Thank God.
I'd like to talk to you about the entire progression of the game. Some of you may or may not care about that, but I've been testing this game since the alpha, and I think it's important to understand the progression of the game to show you how I actually feel about it. Before I start, I want to say that in general, I'm usually very pro Blizzard. I literally stream their games all the time. I've been playing their games since I was like 12 years old. They have been my favorite gaming company even when they really let me down. I still try to stick by Blizzard. I felt very honored that Blizzard let me test the game ahead of time and try to help. I do not think that I'm God's gift to Earth and that all of my ideas are great or Blizzard should do everything that I say. So with those things out of the way, I want to tell you how I actually feel about Immortal before I stop playing. Now, the number one question that I get by far is, Rax, why are you playing Diablo Immortal?
That's a good question.
The most truthful answer to that is, I promised my team I would play until the Rite of Exile. The Rite of Exile is tomorrow, actually. It's the second Sunday after the game releases. The Rite of Exile is the battle where you compete to become the Immortals. So we fight tomorrow. Hopefully we become the Immortals. I might play a little bit.
Wait, so it's a PvP event? Isn't this just going to be Whale Wars? Like, I mean, really, I mean, it's got to be Whale Wars, right? Yeah. I mean, re-download it and spend money? I guess I have to now, right?
As the Immortals, and I don't see myself continuing this game unless we see some changes. So that's
Dude, I cannot wait to see the video of this guy at, like, the big event. That's like, you know, the big PvP event, just getting absolutely fucking dumpstered by Mega Shields and Rich Campbells. They didn't even notice him. He's not even there.
Real reason in why I'm still playing. At its very core, I thought Diablo Immortal had a lot of potential, but a lot of things, in my opinion, went very wrong that are really holding it back. So
why?
Let's go back.
Let's go awful.
Back to the alpha of the game. Okay. When it all started, and this is about, I don't know, about 1 year ago, okay? So keep in mind, 1 year ago. So logged in, and I played the alpha a ridiculous amount, okay?
I just don't see how anybody can play Diablo Immortal and come to the conclusion that it has any potential at all. There's nothing unique or special about the game. The systems are just copy-pasted from Diablo 3. There's like pretty much like almost no raid content at all. The PvP is just a pay-to-win fucking grind fest. Like, I don't understand. Like, what were you looking for? What were you expecting?
Test the game. To give you an idea, I was Paragon
terrible.
150.
Mega Shields video? No, I didn't.
Rob was Paragon 149. And the next highest in the world, any testing region, was, I think, Echo Hack at Paragon 102.
Wow.
So Rob and I were Ultima blasting the alpha.
Okay.
So 1 year before the game's release, excuse me, we play the alpha. And the game, it certainly has its problems.
Compared to other mobile games?
Crusaders were 1,000 times stronger than every other class. The battlegrounds were extremely unfair. If you were really powerful, you can just one-shot everybody. There was no pay to win in the alpha. Obviously, there was no resonance. So your combat rating was...
So they took the thing where classes were overpowered in the alpha, and then they made it to where you had to pay to have that happen. I get it. Okay, that's smart.
Really, all
that's
of your
a good
power.
idea.
And there were no caps in the game.
Yeah.
You could just play and play and play and get stronger.
Yeah, yeah.
Another big thing to understand is because there were no caps...
no cap.
It was all based on combat rating, and because zone events weren't the zone events that you're used to now, the game was completely different. Because there was a huge incentive to play. There was a huge incentive to log in and
so there was no resonance.
Events, because in order to increase your combat rating by upgrading, you needed yellows, which dropped in the zone events.
Right.
So what the game was it was a very social MMO that rewarded playing.
Yeah.
It was, think of all the top players as a little school of fish. And they would look at all the zone events, the carriage in the cemetery, the big monster in...
A little school of fish. What do schools of fish get eaten by?
Bane, the pages in Zoltan Cool. Since they came up so frequently, we would move as a school of fish between the different difficulties and the different zone events, and we would work together to maximize our yellows to keep upgrading to pump our combat rating, right?
Okay,
we were doing
sense.
all the events in the game that Blizzard had designed. We were getting a lot of legendaries. We were having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And everybody knew everybody.
That's nice.
You know, you would be moving along again as the School of Ish, and then you'd see Echo Hack join. Like, oh, Echo Hack woke up. Oh, here comes Lexi. Oh, here comes Mr. K. Here comes Z. They all woke up, and now we're blasting as a bunch of friends. When the zone events are down, we would all split up into different dungeons. There were no set items at the time. We'd all split up and do whichever dungeons we want to do. And that's how we spent our day.
Okay,
so
sure.
Can you imagine our opinion seeing this in the alpha? No pay to win, no residence. The zone events are really fun. We're all playing together. There's a huge sense of camaraderie. And we think to ourselves, with 1 year of development on top of this game, they could make the game amazing. And we have huge hopes that this could be a fantastic game on launch.
So they fucking bait and switched them. They didn't have any of the pay-to-win features in the game. And it was like, yeah, guys, it's going to be really good. And then they add in all the pay-to-win stuff at the end. Oh, my God.
So when I was done testing the alpha, I'll show you something here. I made this Word document.
Why am I not surprised?
It's 19 pages long. Put a lot of time into it. I played for 400
Holy
hours.
Shit.
Paragon 150. I have super high combat rating. I played 2 classes. I became the Immortal. I played a bunch of Battlegrounds. Here's what I think about the classes. You know, here's what I think about all the different activities on how to make it better. Attacking, defending. Here's the bestiary. Here's bounties. Here's the campaign. You get it. There's 19 pages of stuff here. And
do you think Blizzard read this? What do you guys think? Do you think that they read this or not? No? I think there's probably one developer at Blizzard that read the first page. There's probably, like, they read the first page, they're like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, we might look into this later. And then they didn't look into it later.
At the very bottom, I put, here's like a nice-to-have list. You know, I wish we could fix the keyboard in the game. I can't talk to anybody. Equipment manager, we actually got this. Option to auto-skip cutscenes, we didn't get that. More battleground maps, we didn't get that. More diverse dailies, we kind of got that. Factions need to be rebalanced, they fixed that, etc. Okay? I'm not the end-all, be-all. I'm not the smartest tester that shouldn't just do what I tell them to. But I did play the game incessantly. I do have, I think, the players and Blizzard's best interest in mind. This is how it felt in the alpha. It got a big, gigantic green check mark. Okay? Now imagine what happens on launch. Now let's see how the game looks that you guys all saw. So we have the PC beta, first of all, and I understand what the term beta means. People like to always remind me what beta means. It means it doesn't, it essentially means it doesn't work, right? And you need to test it.
That's pretty much the games even whenever they're on live. Like, beta is just like a name, and that's about it.
That we need to fix it. That's fine. However, I do find that there is one thing that I expect. If the controls don't work, that they will be fixed promptly. If I can't move and shoot, then you would fix that, right? That's the, to me, the bare minimum.
That seems important.
Right?
Yeah,
if I tell
absolutely.
you I can't move,
100%.
attack, the rest of it can take forever, and I guess I just don't completely understand how it works for a gigantic behemoth company to make a change. But 3 weeks in, I still cannot move and shoot on my Demon Hunter. That, to me, is heartbreaking. I can't tell you how many times I've died in a battleground. I've died on a...
Can you use the store, though? Yes, you can. So, is it really a problem? Yeah, you can still work. Yeah, the store works. So, yeah, it's like, don't complain. Yeah, the shop works just fine. Why are you thinking about shooting and running? Like, what are you shooting? Like, stop. Just go, look, open up the menu, go to the shop, and play the game.
The boss.
Yeah, come on.
My ability to shoot the wrong way just because I can't move. So that, to me, has been a big letdown that I still can't move 3 weeks after the game is launched. And then, of course, we have the caps everywhere. There's like this chain reaction. Everything is capped. They capped our upgrades. They capped how much stuff you can get per day. The materials.
Yep.
And so this has completely destroyed the incentive to play. Right now, for the second time already in my Immortal career, without playing a crazy amount of hours, I could have played so many more. For the second time.
They should have added a legendary gem for Demon Hunters. that was only obtainable if you got your legendary eternal legendary crests, and then that would solve the problem. Immortal career. Let me go back and listen to that again.
It destroyed the incentive to play. Right now, for the second time already in my Immortal career, without playing a crazy amount of hours, I could have played.
Man, Immortal career. I really feel bad for this guy. Straight up, I honestly, like, obviously it's funny to, like, meme about and everything, but, like, imagine being this excited for a game, and then this is what happens. Like, he actually hoped that it would be good. He dared to dream. And he woke up.
It's so many more. For the second time, my Demon Hunter has absolutely nothing to do. I will be Paragon 40 by the right of exile. I will have my gear.
That's not true. You can run rifts. You've got, the thing is, like, I see plenty of pay to win players. They have constantly stuff to do. They can run a new rift, get another 5-star gem, get more resonance. You know, I mean, there's a lot to do.
9. Not that that even matters at all.
Yeah.
But there's nothing for me to do.
Rifts.
So I already have like a Paragon 13 Necro. Leveled it completely very soon. He'll be Paragon 30. I got 7 levels, 8 levels yesterday just doing my dailies because they give me such a high boost, etc. Another, I mean, I could go into this in extreme detail, but I'm going to save you the trouble. But the caps in the game have completely erased the incentive to log in. I can't get any stronger. And you want to know what's the funny thing about it? Let's say they hadn't capped this stuff. Let's say they hadn't capped the upgrade materials. That actually wouldn't have changed the game at all. Let's say that they weren't the caps, and I could have kept blasting and blasting and blasting. And let's even say that my gear was like plus 16. Well, if it continues at plus 24 around, that's 8, that's 160, that's 32, that's what, 192, something like that, plus 192 combat rating.
Okay.
That would have put me at roughly, let's see, 8, 16 minus 8, 1968 combat rating right now. I would be at 1968 combat rating.
Aren't there people with like 3,000 and shit? Yeah, aren't there people with like 3,000 combat rating because they're a 5,000 combat rating? So what's the difference between this guy and the people with a 5,000 combat rating? I wonder what that is. Dragonflight release date?
You know where
they
that
don't
puts
have a
me
release
in
date.
reference to the whales? Nowhere near them. And then you might think to yourself, well, maybe they put the caps in the game to thwart botting. No, that doesn't.
He's starting to wake up.
And then you me in reference to the whales? Nowhere near them.
Why did you think that this wasn't going to happen? He's waking up.
And then you might think to yourself, well, maybe they put the caps in the game to thwart botting. No, that doesn't thwart botting. It doesn't stop it. It actually promotes botting. Because the botters are going to be a higher paragon than me if they aren't banned. And they are going to get the upgrades before me. So not only does it not hinder botting, it helps botting, and you would have never helped me catch the whales. This combat rating doesn't help me, because combat rating doesn't help anyway.
Why would you assume that helping you catch up to the whales was a goal that they had? Why would you even, like, where did this idea come from?
It's capped in PvP, and the only thing that matters is resonance, which is pure pay to win, and playing the game doesn't help you increase your resonance. So all these caps not only ruined my experience, it didn't help the whales, and it didn't stop the botters. Nothing. I do not understand why these were here. To me, unless I'm missing something, all it did was ruin my experience. This topic has been talked about so much. I don't want to sit here and talk about it 10 million times.
Pay to win.
All know the game is very pay to win. You can't win anything as a free-to-play player or even a medium spender unless your server completely sucks. If you won as a free-to-play player in anything, it just means that you don't have any spenders on your server. That's the only thing that it means. You have absolutely no chance of beating them. Their power level is way too high.
That's mobile gaming, bro. That's mobile gaming. Like, I don't know why people are getting upset about this, guys. That's mobile game. That's what you do in a mobile game. Yeah, it's that simple. It's mobile gaming, guys.
They They could have picked a much less predatory model. This is the model that they chose. I understand that the developers don't choose that. That's fine. They got nothing to do with that. They just make the game.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Let's try to go back into the actual game. And another thing that I don't understand is the zone events.
Yeah.
They nerfed it extremely, right? They nerfed it. They almost never occur, and they also just don't matter anymore because of these caps. I could skip every zone event for the rest of my life, and it's not going to matter. I can still be as strong as a free-to-play player can possibly be, which I am right now. If you look at my Demon Hunter cannot get stronger.
How low, how much do you have to disrespect your own time to be a free-to-play player in a mobile pay-to-win game? Like, why would you do this to yourself? It's like you're eating dog shit, and you're like, no, it's chocolate. I know it's chocolate. There's gotta be some. I'm eating chocolate, guys. It's a delicious cake. Why are you doing this to yourself?
"Quote unquote" free-to-play player.
It's
spent 40
sad.
bucks on the first day. I got absolutely nothing. I said that's enough. I'm not going to spend any more. Haven't spent a cent since. I'm as strong as I can possibly be as a free-to-play player. I don't understand why
So
we
he's not very
crucified
strong
this
then.
and why we changed this. Because this was the most fun part about the game. It made it a social MMO. I saw all my friends all the time. We were working together to achieve a common task.
That's nice.
This is where this is what we did. This is what made the game fun.
That's
Why
nice.
did you make all these fun zone events if we weren't meant to do them all the time? Now, to be very clear, I understand that these zone events were happening way too often, and they didn't like maybe the structure of it. But this is way too severe of a change. You made them the most fun, most exciting thing to worthless.
The thing is, like, the problem is if they make the zone events, think about it like this, okay, guys? So if you make the zone events really good, that gives the no-life free-to-play players even footing against a whale, because the whale's not playing all the time, but they're not doing zone events. So but the free to play player, they can do zone events and they can catch up. So why is being on even footing of a whale bad for a mobile game? Because again, this is just how mobile games are, guys. That it's just, listen, mobile games, it's just they're pay to win. It is what it is. It's just that's the way they are. That's all there is to it. So whenever a free-to-play player beats a whale, that whale is sad. You understand? This can't happen. Like, this cannot happen. You never want a whale to feel bad. Okay, I want to go ahead. I want to show a picture. I actually made this picture a while ago, and I want to give you guys an idea of pretty much this is the... I don't know why I made this. I'm not really sure. But this right here is the target audience. This is the target audience right here. And I made this, yes, I drew this whole thing myself. You have to protect the whales. And if the whales lose, then they go extinct. And you don't want the whales to go extinct.
So, in conclusion, I wrote another document on release. I wrote another 8-page document talking about the caps and the Paragon and the zone events and bounties and the bestiary and the layers, heavy ornate chests and farms that don't do anything, the battle pass, the battlegrounds. They made the battlegrounds better. There's still some problems. There's still too much CC. The bandages weren't working. It's way easier to defend. I don't know why battlegrounds go down. The pay-to-win ruins it. You can't queue with your friends, etc. So I made another document and I sent it to
Well, the thing is, if you can queue with your friends, then you can have a higher level of teamwork, which could make the whale have to... It could create a situation in which the whale could lose, right? Because, like, if you're queuing in there with all your friends and, you're teaming up on them, etc., you could kill the whale maybe because there's like a bunch of people attacking him at the same time. So this isn't good for business, guys. This is just, it's not good for business.
I'm trying to help again on launch. I'm trying to help, man. I'm trying. But I think after 3 weeks of this, I still can't move. I'm still crushed by the whales and everything. I'm almost to legend tier in PvP,
Man.
trying to do it as a free-to-play, sub 400 resonance player. But it's
Why are you like? I feel so bad for this guy, but like at the same time, like why are you putting yourself through this torture, through this stress? Like what is the point of this? He likes the pain. He's making a point. I guess so. Yeah. It's just sad. It's fucking
just so
sad.
hard, man. It is so impossible for me to make a significant difference in these battlegrounds. I multi-shot a whale. It hits them for 5% of their health. They auto-attack me once, and 90% of my health is gone. The PvP is essentially...
Yep. I know all about that.
completely ruined. Whenever there's a game at my tier, I'm halfway through Gold 4 right now, trying to get to Legend. If there's a game where I'm the MVP of my team, we're pretty much guaranteed to lose. Because if I'm the strongest person, or if I'm the person playing the best on our team, we're doomed, right? Because I just don't have any power, because I didn't spend a lot of money in the game. After 3 weeks of this, I think I've pretty much had enough. I do think...
I didn't even need to play one game to have enough. I watched Rich play, and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. This sucks.
I think that Blizzard could make changes to make the game better, and they could make it a lot better for free-to-play players. By the way, one comment that has to be made. The crafting system that they added for free-to-play players is essentially completely worthless. Maybe you guys have seen the videos. It takes you, like, if you do the math, it takes you like 52 years to get a five-star gem, an actual 5-star gem. And it doesn't matter. Even if you do get one, you don't have the gem power to upgrade it. I have a 2 out of 5 Seeping Bile. That's the luckiest thing that's happened to me. I can't upgrade it. Costs.
Look, bro, you are a minnow. You're not... the game, it's not made for you. Like, why do you, like... This is like it's like a guy who's like 4'9" trying to play in the NBA. It's like, this is just, it's not gonna work out. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter how many times you watch Space Jam. It doesn't matter, like, it doesn't make a fucking difference. Like, you're gonna lose, man.
50 gem power to upgrade at 1 rank. I can't even upgrade my Seeping Bile a single rank as a free-to-play player. So, I don't know, I guess I gotta wait for 5 million years to level it up to rank 2. Or,
Yeah, that's why it's called Diablo Immortal, because you have to be immortal to be able to play the game to its fullest extent.
just not use it, I guess. But I think they thought that their new crafting system would help free-to-play players. It really doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Another thing is they nerfed rare crests.
Why?
I don't know why they did this. This was kind of a... It doesn't do anything. Another thing is they nerfed rare crests. I don't know why they did this. This was kind of a... It doesn't do anything. Another thing is they nerfed rare crests. I don't know why they did this. This was...
I can think of why. Yeah, I can think of why. There's a couple of reasons I could come up with, yeah.
It was kind of a dirty move. Rare crests were the only hope that we had, and rare crests can no longer give you 2-star gems. They can only give you 1 star. At least according to the tooltip, and I've never gotten 2-star out of them. So you nerfed rare crests, and you replaced it with a crafting system that doesn't help us at all. In fact, both the times that I crafted my random 1-star legendary, my random legendary, which is once every 10 days, both times I got a 1.
Once every 10 days you can craft a 1-star legendary? Bro, like, this is actually worse than real life. Like, I'm sorry, this is like, it's just, oh my god. What is this? I wonder why? Like, I don't... It's just sad. New Bellier video on it. I might watch one more about these. These are just amazing. 10 years wasn't enough.
1-star gem. So I worked for 20 straight days to get 2 1-star gems, which is like 2 gem power.
Wait, what?
Worked for 20 straight days to get 2 1-star gems, which is like 2 gem power.
Listen, man. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, you've got to work hard. You've got to work smarter, guys. What do you expect?
Which is absolutely nothing, so I gain no power whatsoever. You could make it better for free-to-play players, but if I were to put on my Blizzard executive hat right now...
Why would you make it better for free-to-play players?
You only get one chance to make a first impression. What is the impression of the game? I think, based on everything that I've seen, the internet speaks very loudly, so maybe there are a lot of people that aren't on the internet. They aren't on Twitch, they aren't on YouTube, they aren't on Reddit, and they are actually enjoying the game. And that's fine. And by the way, it should be said, you can enjoy the game Download it for free, not spend any money, enjoy the game, absolutely, as long as you don't want to be competitive. If you don't want to win anything, then...
Yeah, if you're fine losing all of the... That's actually a very good point. If you're fine losing all of the time and being whale fodder, you can play Diablo Immortal, and it won't be that bad. If you don't mind being farmed out by a whale for fucking... You'll love Diablo Immortal. So I actually am going to start playing Diablo Immortal. Do you guys want to play Diablo Immortal? So I've got some money. I got some money from the bank. And I've got a lighter somewhere. And we're going to be able to light some money on fire. Now, where's my lighter? Shit. Okay. Sorry, guys. We can't play Diablo Immortal today. Yeah, sorry. I thought we were going to be able to do it, but unfortunately, I went to the bank, and they actually gave me some money here. I've got big fucking money here. And so we're going to set all this on fire whenever we play Diablo Immortal again. It's going to be fucking great. Who's excited? Yeah, who's fucking excited? Wash your hands? No, why would I need to wash my hands? I'm good. Real flex, bro. I actually got even more. Look at all the money I got. Just a second. Look at all this money. The thing is, what's crazy about it? Here's what's so crazy about this money. Is like, I actually got it. I got all this for like only $30. I think. So I got all this money. And this is like a stack of $20 bills. It's a stack of $20 bills. I got the whole thing for $30. So it's like, I don't know why poor people just don't go and buy more money. Like, just go and buy more fucking money, guys. Like, what's... I mean, come on. It's like about the first person that thought about this? Jeez. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, I figure we light some of these on fire whenever I play the game again, if I ever do.
As long as that doesn't bother you, then certainly you can do that.
Yeah.
But maybe there is a big... You know, the vast majority of people just download it and play, and maybe they're enjoying it, and that would be fantastic. But from everything that I've heard online, you know, and online speaks loudest, the first impression was not good, especially...
Oh, I don't know. I mean, 0.3% of people thought it was okay.
Because of the pay-to-win stuff. So the first impression is already out. And then we say, well, should we normalize Battlegrounds now? Should we normalize PvP? And then if we do that, should we let people queue with their friends because it's normalized, it's fair, you can play with whoever you want?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you should do that because the whales spent copious amounts of disposable income on the game to smash the plankton, the free-to-play players. If you now all of a sudden normalize it, is it within their right to now charge back or request refunds for all the money?
Yes, I think so. They paid for the Hunger Games. And if they don't get to see blood and gore, then I'm sorry. But this is Blizzard fucked up.
Risk that. You know, as an executive, I'm not sure that they would be willing to risk that or anything like that is ever going to happen.
No.
Sure, you could buff free to play, and that would help, certainly, but it's always going to end up being the pay-to-win game, right? The people who spend the money are going to win the game. It's the nature of the mobile economic system.
Buffing free-to-play, guys. Isn't that
although
good?
I would like to be able to move and shoot and have a fair PvP system and also be able to queue with my friends and not be capped and go do all these fun zone events.
No, who
Do I think
cares?
all of this is going to happen?
Open up the store.
Probably not. It's a complete 180
Run a
from what they
tin
currently
crest.
have, and it's what they had before. It is what we had in the alpha, and they took 1 year to change it to this.
My favorite thing about this game is the fact that they create the social pressure that everybody has to use crests in rifts or they're leeching. That, in my opinion, is the most beautiful part of all of this. The fact that you have to spend real money, and if you don't, you're just a leeching no-crester. And nobody likes a no-crester, right? I mean, come on, it's social engineering, it's brilliant.
So anyway,
No-cresters need
I'm gonna
not
play
apply.
until the Rite of Exile. I'm going to play a little bit as the Immortals, and my plan at
Jesus.
that time is probably to stop playing this game.
Please.
I do
For
still...
your own mental health, stop playing this bullshit, man. Stop being plankton for a whale. Just because you're the strongest plankton doesn't mean that you're not still food for a whale. It's just, it's so demeaning. It's like you're basically just signing up. Like, it's awful. It's just like, it's like, stop doing this to yourself.
Like Blizzard, especially the developers. I was very happy to be involved in the testing. I don't think it was a waste of my time at all. So I appreciate that. But my overall feelings about how this turned out, based upon what it could have been, is, I got to be honest with you, I'm very disappointed. And part of the reason that I would feel...
Really? I would have never guessed that. I haven't heard that before.
That I'm more disappointed than most people is because of how I spent my time in the alpha and how the game was fun. With 1 year of development to go, what could the game become? It essentially did a complete 180 in my eyes, in the wrong direction, and took out the incentive to play the game. It turned into a complete pay-to-win, clown fiesta, and the beta on the client that I want to play, I understand there's going to be problems. I couldn't move or shoot, and 3 weeks later, I still can't move and shoot. That...
Why is this guy like... Listen, guys, I wanted to interrupt this real quick. Blizzard has just put out a tweet. Pre-purchase the Dragonflight Epic Edition and get instant access to 30 days of game time, Tangled Dreamweaver mount, Wings of Awakening, level 60 character boost. We've got a whole lot here. Let's see. What should I reply to this? So you get special dragon wings. That's really cool. And a little special hat. That's even cooler. You get the mount there. Look at that. Wow. That's some high quality art. You get Alexstrasza and Deathwing as a Murloc almost. Holy shit. That looks cool, man. It's like 800% value to me, boys. I'm in. Oh my god. Can you believe that? It's 800% value, yep.
Is extremely disappointing to me. I think it's a big missed opportunity. One thing that I would like to say, before I go, something positive, is Blizzard did make some good changes. The class balance in Diablo Immortal is one of the best I've ever seen for any release. Any class can do some very great things in both
which is in their best interest. Because if there was a class that was underpowered, and somebody spent $10,000 on it, and they couldn't dominate whoever else that's playing on another class, well then that whale isn't going to be happy. So they actually do have to balance the game, so all whales can be equal.
PvE and PvP, that's incredible. They did a really good job there.
All whales are
equal. They did polish, believe it or not, they did polish a lot of the bug fixes that we found in the alpha. So it's not like they sat around and did nothing or just built a system to make a lot of money. They did make the game better in some aspects. But
I think that they did just sit around to make a system to make more money. I completely disagree with Rax that this is a fundamentally good game. I think that it's a bad game. You can argue that it's good for a mobile game. I will not... I'm not going to fight you on that. I'm just going to... Okay, fine, right? It is, in my opinion, an objectively bad, copy-pasted piece of shit game that the only redeeming quality about it is the fact that the combat does seem to be relatively responsive.
I think there's too many core fundamental problems.
And the campaign is relatively well done.
At least for me as a player, I'm just one player, are making it not that fun. Those are my final thoughts on Diablo Immortal. What do you guys think? How are you honestly interpreting this game? Are you having fun? Have you already quit playing? And we'll be going into Diablo 3 Season 27 very soon. We'll go into the Diablo 2 Season 2 ladder.
Jesus, man. Jesus. Could somebody please introduce this man to Path of Exile? He doesn't deserve a Season 27. Diablo Immortal does not deserve this guy. Please. Could somebody please tell him that there's another path? He doesn't let us pray for his soul to find peace.
Race and try to smash our existing world record.
This is fucking
Maybe
sad.
Blizzard will let me alpha test or beta test D4, or who knows? Maybe they're going to see this video and then they're going to hate me forever, and I guess that's just something I have to live with. But
they don't care. They don't care, man. Yeah, there might be a few developers on the Diablo Immortal team that are mad, but half of the developers on the Diablo Immortal team are like, yeah, I mean, shit, dude. We tried, but the, you know, the fucking, the guys at the top, they said it's got to be different. Like, they probably agree with them.
You want a tester for D4? I'm here all the time. Thank you, guys.
God, man, why? Like, why do you, like, it's just, oh my God. It's just, the devs probably know it sucks, but they did their job. Yeah, it's their fucking job, man. It's just so sad, man. Like, I watched this video and it's like, bro, like, this is just, it's just fucking depressing. Like, he just hit 100 subs. Wow, all right, good for him. Fucking, can you please? Now you're making enough fucking money. Stop playing the shit, bro. Play PoE. It's so much better. It's an actually better game. Play PoE. Look, if you have to play a game like this, it's got bullshit in it. Play Lost Ark. Like, Diablo Immortal is like the worst of all of them, man. He needs to play something else. Yeah, it's nuts. There's a video. Give the guy some support. We've watched another one of his videos before. I mean, fuck, man. Like, I feel bad for him. I really do. It's like, imagine being excited for a game. Like, imagine being excited for a game, and you think for, like, years, it's like, oh, man, this is going to be so good. And then it comes out, and it's not good. You know, like, who can relate to that? Fuck, man. It's just, I feel bad for the guy. I really, honestly feel bad for the guy.